Hello. Today we got a short little stack of comics to review. Fun ones, interesting ones, some newer ones, some older ones. So let's get to it. Starting off right away, we got Battle Beast #1. And this was a thing that I wasn't really into or cared about, but for some reason it got popularity, so I figured at least check out issue 1. I doubt if I'll go beyond this. We'll see. And I have a choice with one seller. He likes to just put whatever in the box for me, and it's like I don't want stuff unless I actually order it. So we'll see what happens. But you're basically dealing with you get to see another world where these beasts are battling away, and all of a sudden it comes a bunch of stuff happens that they have to deal with, and it ends up it's hard to really explain. It's like they come from their world to our world. Here you see a bunch of ships coming to Earth, but these bigger beasts, I can't remember how they got to where they did. I think they just stole the ship and then followed everybody else. And there's some certain weapons that some humans are trying to find. And you got this jackass that treats his assistant like crap, even though she knows stuff he doesn't, to open up these special orbs that he's been trying to blast with things and do stuff with. And when he does, or when she recites the words to actually open the items, all of a sudden these beasts start coming into our atmosphere. And of course, all hell just breaks loose because what are we going to do about these giant beasts that are armored battle warriors coming into a human situation with a bunch of humans that aren't designed for battle? And as this is going on, you're seeing some evil characters appear along with some good characters that are here to help protect. And our gal that was able to change or was able to come up with the speech, the technique of speech to open up the orbs and being able to understand another language and stuff. We find out that that language is the Battle Beast characters. It's their language, and when she recites certain things, it can do stuff. And then she also finds out that I want to say that I thought there was 4, but these 3 characters are here to protect her, while all the other characters are here to go after her. So they got to do what they can to keep her safe. And then I am interested in what's going to happen in the future with. I mean, they found this area with the, I want to say scrolls, but it's not scrolls, but hieroglyphics on the walls of some place. I have a feeling it's going to eventually take them to like a battle arena or something like that. They're going to have to do stuff in, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure if I will check out any more of those. So didn't really grab me that much. This is like my least. interesting gun honey cover I've ever seen. Blood for Blood, issue 1 from 2022. I got Charles Ardai, Ang Hor Kang, Asifur Rahman, and David Leitch working on this. All names I do not know. I should probably, because I know Gun Honey's been around for a while and been popular, but we got someone breaking in to plant some evidence into a mansion. She gets busted while she's planting evidence and takes off, gets out of there. And then we go to our couple in a different place and there. But it comes to their attention that a gun that was planted was also similar to a gun that this lady used on someone else. And so she realizes she's being targeted and they're using things to make it, to design the evidence to be favored against her, even though she doesn't have anything to do, well, anything to do with the killings and stuff that are based around it all. This is my first experience reading a Gun Honey book. Definitely interesting. Uh, Not sure if I will continue to read these. Uh, it's basically like espionage, that type of feel. Some badass girls that like to play with guns, but yeah, I wish I would have got a completely different cover, and I don't know. Not really sure if I'm going to go beyond that. Now we got the new Punisher. We got the foily skull cover. It was a red band, which I still don't understand. Red band. It's like, what could have been extra in here? Who knows? But it was not that interesting as far as anything that would have to be hidden for a specialty style red band type cover and book. Uh, we see Frank stuck on a ship that is burning. He doesn't remember things. His memory's all messed up, and there's dead people all around him. Uh, while he's on the ship, the Coast Guard and stuff are coming to see what's up with the fire and help put it out. And Frank, for some, I don't understand at all why he shot at the, and he wasn't shooting to kill at the Coast Guard. Just trying to put some holes in their hulls and stuff like that, and then go running and jumping off the other side of the boat. Why didn't you just run and jump off the other side of the boat without shooting at them? Makes no sense. And there's no benefit in shooting at them. Now we got Benjamin Piercy that's doing the writing. Julius Oata is the artist. Yen Nitro, color artist. VC's Corey Petit is the letter. Again, names that aren't big for my memory. So it's just, we get this moment where the Kingpin goes and sees a priest and basically tells him, hey, I sent stuff to the cops in the Vatican about all your bad situations, and hands him a gun, lets him take care of things himself. I do like that Tombstone's part of this story also. So you got Kingpin, you got Tombstone, you got Frank. It leaves it wide open for what could happen in the future. He finally floats ashore, and a little old lady walking her dog comes across Frank, and he talks her into taking him back home, kind of like forces her to take him back home and try and help heal him up. And when she does, she notices all his scars and all things he's been through and mentions stuff about it. And then he's like, I just can't remember certain things. That's what happens when you're shot in the head. And she's like, well, but you didn't get shot there. Someone else sewed you up already. So something's up with his brain. Someone's doing something. Someone's going to control him or something. Who knows? But I am into that storyline so far. I will gladly follow some more. And then we got from Marvel Knights, The Punisher. Wraparound cover there. This one's intriguing because you basically have. I suppose I could have just showed that picture and I wouldn't have to worry about it later. But you got Frank just going off, taking care of the bad guys with what information he has. He's dealing with some type of entity that he's basically is trying to take down their organization and what they're doing because there's a like zombie drug out there and he's trying to wipe it off the face of the earth. Well, while this is all going on, we get to see a dang it, there's a good picture of him. There it is. We get to see El Zombie, basically a Frank Castle wannabe with a little Punisher scarf over his face so he's not snorting all the shit. But he is after Frank and just wanting to destroy him, set him up for stuff, and I do want to know more what is going to happen with this character. But you get to see the drug lord basically get his hands on Frank, lock him up, abuse him repeatedly, and Frank goes through hunt like a few months. He has 6 months or so of torture and all kinds of abuse, being beaten daily by El Zombie as he's sent to him and stuff. But then also, I don't want to give too much away. Basically, we have the good Punisher and the bad Punisher. The bad Punisher's trying to set up the good Punisher. The bad Punisher's also putting us back in the situation where families are being taken out and stuff like that. So those type of things are being brought back to Frank uh, mindset, and with him still not really knowing who he is or what's going on, or because the zombie drug can basically make you easily controllable. You can kind of push people in a certain direction by saying a few things and talking to them certain ways, and once they're fully drugged up, and they will follow orders, believe you, do whatever you want them to do, stuff like that. So it does leave some interesting holes to be filled in the future. And then we talked about Keith Giffen earlier. One of my favorite things that he did was Trencher. Uh, it's always been one of those that's hard for me to read visually because the visuals are so choppy and all over the place. But if you do enjoy the story and stuff, you'll figure out the visuals. But just yeah, there's moments that I gotta kind of, is that character dead? Is he? Like this one, he's got his spine being ripped out of him and stuff. And yeah, but we get to see the Trencher character dealing with these bad entities that are just causing all kinds of havoc, and they are against. They do not like trenchers. Trenchers are basically like cyborg esque type characters, but I love when the trencher goes into the little old lady's house because she is on his hit list, on his list of characters to take out, and he comes across her, and she's like, well, "Let's sit down and have a cup of tea and just act all nice." And all of a sudden, some things get noticed, uh, and all hell breaks loose as they're having tea, and we find out that our sweet little old lady is not so sweet. I want to show the last page with her on it, but I'm not gonna. But it cracks me up. But yeah, adventure, fun storyline. The artwork can be a little confusing at times, but I do like this style. It just it makes it so almost makes it so it's easier to draw because you can be all crazy and goofy with the style that you're drawing and just focus on the main things like the head, the weaponry, and certain things. The body can be all over the place, but they do a good job with it, and I'm looking forward to reading some more of those in the future. But yeah, that is it for today. Just a nice little stack. Nothing too big. What was it? 5 comics. So keep following under the cowl of MS. I am out of it today. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, leave a comment. I'll comment back. And check out Crimson Skull Comic Club. And I will be back with more things soon. So keep an eye and an ear out and check them out. Talk to you later. Bye.